Recriminations include started above the fail of the U.S. Senate to undergo a new budgeting and hinder the shut of lot Fed services. A draft to foundation the Fed by the government for the upcoming weeks did not get the require 60 votes by the last date of stroke of midnight on Friday. CEO Trump card charged the Democrats of setting policy over the interests of the us human beings. The Democrats accuse him for rejection bipartisan trade-off proposals. Both of the Republican and Democrat congressional leaders say they will hold speaking, and the White's building budgeting head has pronounced hopefulness how a solution will be found up Monday. But if no, hundreds of thousands of Fed workers person the perspective of no job and closing offices at the begin of the work 1 week. The recent by the government shut was in 2013, and lasted for 16 days. The at first period of by the government shut has happened time one side, the Republicans, controls both of convention and the White's building. But they do not include quite seats in convention to undergo main law out of at low several supporting of the Democrats. The Republicans wish financing for boundary safety, consisting the boundary side, and migration reforms, as enlarged war conducting. The Democrats include claimed protect of exile of more than rather than 700,000 not documentary migrant who introduced the U.S. as family. The Republicans added a sugar substitute to the draft in the shape of a 6-year expansion to a public health insurance coverage program for family in reduced-income families. But Democrats wish the program stretched constantly. Mr. Trump card charged the Democrats of creature distant more than worried in illicit migrant rather than they are in our large war or security at our hazardous southern boundary. But the guideline Senate Democrat, Cast Schumer, accused the CEO, proverb Mr. Trump card had rotated downward to bipartisan trade-off deals and did not click his side in convention. Talks in both of houses of convention will go on Sunday, and Democrats and Republicans are as well due to conduct individual meetings. The play of chick ended in a chief-on collapse. Republicans are concerned to sticker the Schumer shut or, substantially, their law. Cast Schumer and his comrade Democrats, in the assist of a few Republicans, locked a draft how would include stored the by the government outdoor, at low provisionally. Determination liability and apportioning accuse, yet, are two evidently various endeavors. Democrats will claim how they had a transactions in the CEO on their bipartisan trade-off how turned on migration reformation, just to include him behind off for how fatal indecency-laden oblong office space meet recent 1 week. Republicans will box the as liberals setting not documentary migrant protections above war willingness and public health insurance coverage for impoverished guys. The Accuse play began at stroke of midnight, and the victor has yet to be solved. Usually, the losing in these types of showdowns is the side incoming the struggle in the minimum popular, bad news story for Mr. Trump card and the Republicans. The nice news story, for both of sides, is how their policy basis will be excited they are game tough. Intermediate poll year, Love 2018, tend to promote the type of gathering the base maneuvers. Now how the link has been crossed, that could be a prolonged, hideous struggle. The U.S. budgeting must be adopted by October 1, the begin of the Fed finance year. But convention has frequently unsuccessful to encounter the last date and talks go on so in the new year. In the early years financing to Fed agencies stretched on a interim base. Since convention unsuccessful to accept an expansion how would include kept by the government financing via to February 16, it tool lot Fed agencies efficaciously close for industry as of 00:01 Sunday, 5:01 GMT. Domestic parks and monuments could person closing, that caused an irate social response for the 2013 shut. Visa and certificate handling could as well be detained. But significant services how defend lifetime or humane characteristic will go on, consisting domestic safety, mail services, air traffic monitoring, inpatient care services, disaster outpatient medical, calamity aid, imprisonment, tax and power general. The shut began on the first anniversary date of CEO Trump card's assumption of office. He has detained a travel to his Florida refuge wherever he is due to Army aside, in audience profitable as lot as $250,000, £180,000, €204,500, to mark the occasion. Lot Fed employees were constrained to get a keep of lack, formally named as creature furloughed, for the 16 days of shut. Same problems begin of the top and include to get allowed of the upper, he told. Same CEO is the lead, and same's got to get all in a chamber and same's got to conduct.